This meeting is now called to order. Ms. Esson will now read the notice convening the meeting.
Regular monthly meeting of the General Council of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation will be held in the meeting room of the Municipal Corporation, Monday, on Thursday, February 13, 2025, commencing at 10:12 a.m.
I would like to welcome you all to our monthly council meeting. Pastor Jackson will now lead us in devotion.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm just going to sing this chorus. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. And those who know it can sing along. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Create in me a clean heart, O God. And renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from your presence, O Lord, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. It says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not.
The minutes have been circulated. Are there any corrections? Page 4. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Well, page 13. Page 14. Page 18.
Program, we'll ask our superintendent to give us an update.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
For the yellow star reduced housing scheme, the matter remains basically the same. We have paid the contractor for all the works now for gas reduce. The remaining work for both scheme, which is the drainage for reduce and the signage for both housing scheme. We are now going to tender for that work to actually get done. So we are going to start the tender process right now. But everything else remains the same.
Drainage at the Red Hills housing scheme. That drain is now becoming, I would say it has reached a state of catastrophe. Just yesterday I was called by Charlotte, which you know that it affects our home. It affects about 8 homes right along that stretch whenever a little rain falls. So I am hoping that the tender process will become a reality, and by next council meeting in March, I can hear something that at least the work is ready to start to at least alleviate the problem that the residents are facing.
B, status of roadworks, Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project. There's a letter here from National Works Agency. Invitation to attend our meetings. Reference is made to letter dated January 22nd, 2025. We request that you reschedule to afford us sufficient time to be prepared. Also, kindly submit a list of the issues referred to in your letter. That's a response from the NWA, and they're willing to come to our meetings. But they would like to be afforded a little more time because we had asked last time, and they're asking that in order for them to prepare for the meeting, they would like a little bit more time, as well as a list of the issues that we have, so that they can be better prepared to come and report at the next meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I would like clarity on what protocols exist within the parish council and the works agency. Is it that whenever they come here, they grant us their presence, or is it that they're supposed to be here each time we have a general council meeting?
I was, Councillor Smith, I was asked to communicate to the NWA to have their appearance at our meetings. So, based on the estranged relationship that we have been having over time, we're now at a juncture where they have in fact agreed to come to the meetings, and not only that, that we provide them with the matters that are affecting us, so that they can come and provide a fulsome report.
With NWA coming, also along with Stanley, the project, Stanley engineer, they will come also regard the mixing NWA come with the southern coast highway, and then waves behind them, that's Stanley. So Stanley will have to call before.
Yeah. Matters that have been affecting us over the time.
Madam Chair, Mr. Chairman, Madam CEO, Stanley office was right over there, sir, but I'm saying every time when you speak with NWA, I check, it's to speak with Stanley. So I'm saying that doesn't make sense. They come and then they have to back and forth. They just come and just one bird and kill all that shots. But put them one time, that's all I'm saying.
I'm a bit concerned for the simple reason that my understanding is that the works agency is an agency. And I would imagine that they're coming to this meeting would not be granting us their presence, but it would be giving us an update and a report on whatever is happening in that particular space. I would propose that we ask of them that they come with a report to us, updating us on the respective gains that we've made, the developments and the challenges that we're actually having. And we will have more questions based on the presentations that they make to us.
I can't be silent on this matter. I'm a bit disappointed to hear that the CEO is referring to an estranged relationship. Well, I just got here, so I don't know what that estranged relationship is. But I know that there's a policy that all agencies are supposed to be at the General Council meeting. And I'm also a bit disappointed to hear about giving them all concerns, because months and months we've been here deliberating and the concerns are real. So I would have expected that they would be au fait with the problems as it relates to the National Works Agency road. Not just the main road, you have roads like Wilmington and all the other roads that is under the purview of the National Works Agency, and they are left untouched. Nothing has been done. So I am a bit surprised and might I say peeved to hear this sort of thing about an agency who is responsible for the road network in the island, and in particular St. Thomas that we are talking about. So, this is not a personal matter about a strange relationship. If a councillor had a problem with an officer, I don't know about estranged, so I don't want it to be ventilated here, but I am a bit disappointed. And I'm asking that we revert to the standing order where all the agencies are supposed to be at the General Council meeting.
Choice of words. It's strange. It's just in terms of them not coming to me. That's what I meant, Councillor. So I apologize for my choice of words. But we would have to update them on whatever matters that they have asked. So they're willing to come to the meeting. And I will have to, if there are any additional matters, which there may be additional matters from other councillors, I would like if you could provide me with those information so I could send it to them. Because if they come to a meeting and, for example, as you said, Wilmington, you're having issues in Wilmington, they wouldn't be prepared for updating you on Wilmington. So I'm just asking if it's possible for the councillors to just provide me with those roads, NWA roads that are affecting the division.
Mr. Chairman, it is very difficult for me to wrap my head around what is supposed to be a principled protocol. The works agency is supposed to be at these meetings, period. It seems as if we're going to have to get together questions before they come. I would like us as a council to stand on the principle of reminding them that they are supposed to be here. Naturally, every councillor here, I'm sure, from the works agency and the works that has been happening throughout the parish and the meetings that they have not attended for so long. I have been here for 11 months and I haven't seen a works agency represented at one of these monthly meetings. After 11 months, I believe they should at least have a report for us, a detailed report for us, even if it's in summary, some kind of detail as to what is happening in the parish in terms of works matters. I for sure will have questions from my division and just field questions from the councillors. I believe it should start, like we always do, with a presentation, update, and from that we deal with matters arising. To me, it's a matter of protocol.
Thank you.
For re-establishment of post office services in license St. Thomas. Reference is being made to your letter, time stamped, dated December 30, 2024, regarding the matter at caption. Please be advised that the licensed post office was closed and operations relocated to Mark Bay Post Office on September 30, 2024, as the department received a notice to quit. It is to be noted that from as far back as 2 years prior to the relocation date, the notice to quit was received. Efforts were made to locate an alternate location, but unfortunately all attempts proved futile. In fact, one prospective landlord was identified but later declined to engage the department in a rental agreement, citing that the building will be used for other lucrative business ventures. The content of your letter was discussed, and as a result, Mrs. Hyacinth Henry Hartley, Director, Regional Division, has been reaching out to you since Monday to have dialogue. Mrs. Hartley has advised that you will use your good office in identifying a suitable location to house licensed post office. This action will be highly appreciated. To this end, the department stands ready to enter into rental agreement arrangement and will therefore continue its search for a location in order to serve the licensed community and its environment. Given the implications for valued customers, this activity remains a high priority for the department. Looking forward to hearing from you. Yours sincerely, Sophia Hamilton Brown, for Postmaster General. Within the Mark Day Division.
The Martin, the licensed post office that was removed a couple months ago. I'm very happy for the quick response. I must say that was very, very quick. But the Postmaster General has to come better than that, because the notice to quit was because of the non-payment of rental. Another person wanted to assist residents by offering his property. And when he got wind that the other person was owed 2 years rental, they withdrew. So they will have to sort of settle that untidy affairs as it relates to the paying of rental. So I would like you to communicate that as well, that it is circulating, so they will have to assure persons that they will get their rental in a timely manner. Because in the meantime, especially the elderly persons to go for their pensions, it is very difficult for them to be leaving from license all the way Top Hill, Pipe Road, up in those hills to come down to Morantly. You have to consider also that they have to pay additional taxi fares, right? And remember now, when you get in hole, you know, you don't have that sort of, your muscles waning, right? Some of them have to come down from the hill and take 2 and 3 taxis. So all of that must be, they must be cognizant of that and take that into consideration. And again, just let them know about the timely rental to pay the people rent, because that is the crux of the matter.
Thank you very much.
Of this repair, but I understand that everything can be done one time. It has to be timely. I therefore had a discussion with your worship, and it is my intention at the next general meeting to move a resolution asking for assistance through the equalization fund to assist, especially the Pipe Road leading to Jakes Road. I have a letter in my possession from the residents. Over 300 of them signed a petition because the road is really, really in a state. Superintendent went along with me, and when he saw the situation, he has never been so far. He said to me, Councillor, it's going to take quite a few dollars. And I understand it's not a question. It's not a question that you could just go grade it, put some marl on it and what have you. It's more than that. So I crave your indulgence, Your Worship. The next time I will take a resolution to this council for next month. So I'm hereby serving notice. Thank you.
I'd like to formally announce that it is confirmed that a ward will be added to the drop-in center, the shelter the homeless. Report from agency. Report from SDC.
Your Worship.
Mr. Campbell, the rise and
Sure, so example,
It's a hitch to stay. That's why you're hitching us. You're hitched to stay.
Yes.
Festival. I don't think I've ever heard of a cassava festival in St. Thomas.
Okay, the cassava located over on the property in Eastern, over there. They will be putting on a cassava festival on the 28th of this month at the Golden Grove Complex. It entails everything cassava. So they will be getting, persons from the parish will be showcasing the cassava products. The different local economic initiatives will be there. So it is a function that is, it is the first time it will be happening. It's a trial and error. So come the 28th, we will see where we goes from there. But it's a festival that is put on by the local cassava growers over on the eastern property over that side.
Really, the Johnstone, the establishment of the Johnstone CDC.
Yes.
Have you taken a look at the Johnstone Community Center?
Yes, we have been there. We take the picture and everything because we want to see how best we can get maybe a project or something to get it done. We have been there. When we were doing the community center assessment, we were asked to go there. That was the first time I knew that the center was there. So we went there, we took the picture and everything, and they are already submitted.
So we can look forward for something
Right,
tangible.
for something tangible.
Thank you.
Okay.
If I may, Chairman, does in the Trinityville area,
All of them. So we were doing community center assessment
what
recently.
plan do you have for them or SDC have for any of them?
Well, it's not really SDC as such. We were mandated by the local government to do it. So we have done all it. We have we have sent in the paper, just waiting to hear what will be happening.
I have a tour with speak of all community centers within the Trinityville space. They want to assist by putting in programs in the centers.
Yes.
But for them to do anything, we have to get someone in the centers, which
Up
will
and
be
ready.
up and ready.
Mhm.
Especially the one in Danvers-Pen
Yes.
and the one in Trinityville. The Moffat one was cleaned up over the weekend and cleaned up that area and it is ready. So we have 3 centers that only needed paint and a little fixing. So I'm asking SDC to step in and see what can be done.
Okay, well, I've gone to the Danvers-Pen one because I was the person who get them to clean it up the last time, so I've gone to the Danvers-Pen one. So we are looking also to see how best we can get funding when we see a call come out with community center. The project is already written, it's just to be submitted to a particular agency that is dealing with community center for Danvers-Pen, because that have been, from 2 years ago, we have been working with the Danvers-Pen group to see how best we can get that center up and running.
Okay. His worship with me, esteemed councillors, members of the audience, a pleasant good morning. Let me first start by giving apologies for Mr. Goody, who is unable to make it today. My name is Kashin Grasset, Public Cleansing Inspector in charge of St. Thomas B, or as we know it, Western St. Thomas. And I'm here to provide on the activities and initiatives from the National Solid Waste Management Authority. Our mission remains focused on enhancing waste management practices across the parish, ensuring efficient collection and promoting environmental sustainable practices within our community. Over the past month, we have seen significant improvement in our collection schedules due to the implementation of our night collection in some communities, specifically or especially on the eastern side of the parish. This change has led us to a notable decrease in our backlogs, even reaching a point where they were reported no backlogs. However, due to mechanical issues that have risen with our supplementary units in the past couple of days, our backlog numbers have increased, with 6 loads being recorded. Nevertheless, we are actively working on plans to clear these backlogs before the end of the week. Efforts are also underway to better inform the communities about the night collection operation, including generating and sharing a night collection schedule with the necessary communities that we have selected to do our night collections in. I would like to bring to our attention a pressing concern that has come to our notice over the past month or two: the emergence of illegal dumping sites or mini dumps in various areas throughout our communities. This has been particularly noticeable along the newly constructed highway between 11 Miles and Albion Main Road. These illegal dumping sites are not only mar the beauty of our surrounding, but also pose serious health and environmental risk. Furthermore, they can lead to serious traffic accidents, as many of these dumps encroach upon the main road. At the NSWMA, we are doing our best to clamp down on these illegal dumpsters, but we are asking for your assistance in this effort. We would like for us to come together as a parish, as a team, to encourage our residents to be more vigilant and proactive in preventing these illegal dumpings. The reporting of illegal dumping. If you notice and hear are being used for illegal dumping, please, we're asking for you to report it to the local authorities immediately. We're also asking for us to come together to encourage our neighbors and family members to dispose of their waste responsibly, and reminding them about the importance of using designated waste collection points. Efforts are being made to remove these illegal dumping sites. Just last week, we successfully removed 2 sites, one in Yallas Bay and another on West Albion to Woodburn Road, where we have cleaned up the area and have gone ahead and erected no dumping sites. And we are currently awaiting additional signs to conduct more operation along the highway. As for our update on the removal of garbage from the landfill here in St. Thomas to the landfill at Riverton, the project is ongoing and a comprehensive report will be provided at our next meeting. We have implemented all suggestions made in the last sitting, and so far there has been no safety incidents and minimal disturbance to the neighboring community. Just want to thank you all for listening, and I challenge us today as we come together, join together as a team, as we work together to make St. Thomas a beautiful, clean, and a safe space to live.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Is there a question?
In Bashizala, you asked the officer for skip to be the Bashizala, and you don't mention it. It was unmute for some time.
I know that was promised to us by I think it's Steve Medico, and we're assessing spaces as to where best we can place the few that we have,
Like
that we will place.
and I asked actually from last year. I don't hear anything about it.
Right, I can do a follow-up with Mr. Wang on that as well.
Okay.
At our last meeting, I think if my memory serves me right, records will probably back me up, we are on way to removing some 500 truckloads of garbage. My thought process had led me to be questioning Mr. Grasset. Do we have an idea now of how many loads of garbage we actually bring to our dump currently from the garbage you collect now, or the garbage that's being collected now goes direct to Kingston?
No, the garbage is still being stored at the landfill.
So the net effect of the 500 loads being removed would have to be measured against the amount of garbage that we're actually bringing back there. So is there any way you could give us an idea of the amount of loads that we are actually contributing each month, even though we're moving 500 loads from there?
We have estimated that we are collecting at least 12 loads of garbage per day.
Per day?
Per day.
And do we collect every day?
Every day.
Mr. Chairman, I can't sit in the meeting and we talk about load being collected per day. That load is relative. But how much is a load? I don't know no unit of measurement in mathematics that refer to load. So if I want to sit in this meeting, I want to hear proper units of measurement.
Well, the measurements will be provided at the next sitting.
No, I'm not speaking. I want to hear how much tons of garbage come to the landfill every day. So it can't be how much load. What is a load? I don't know if you can describe to me what is a load or what you guys classify as a load. But load is a relative term. And I can't deal with a truck load. You can have truck that is 20 yard, you can have truck that is 15 yard, you can have truck that is, so it's still going to be relative. So I want to hear by tons or by cubic yard, something like that. I'll be comfortable with one of those units of measurement.
Alright, discussion that we have had in our in-house meetings, we were told that we will, moving forward, we will start weighing our units. So once we start doing that, then you can get more answers to your questions.
I'm really trying to feel for, Mr. Chairman, is the net cleanup effort of the parish. I would hate to know that we move 500, whatever the measurement is, and we're bringing back 75% of what we moved to Riverton. It will not be a cleanup effort in effect. It will be just a, I don't even know what you call that. We're taking out 10, we're putting in 7, and so we're still not really helping the parish. I would hope that the objective of this effort is to get the dump smaller and eventually removed. So that's what I'm actually trying to find out. So when you report to us again, if you could give that kind of appreciation so we can have an idea of what we're really doing to help the parish in terms of cleaning up the garbage. Thank you.
Yes. The market area. It is my understanding that there is, I don't know whether it's a skip or a drum or whatever. I haven't gone to see it yet, but just a report that garbage skip is contributing to the flooding of the market. The water cannot run as freely as it should. So I was told that that is contributing to it. So I don't know if you're aware of it.
I am not aware, but I think Mr. You can answer that.
No, it is not contributing to
Of the situation as it relates to the flow of water.
Yes, I'm aware of it.
All right. Can you say what is causing that?
The flow is causing because you have other business in and around the area that was dumping the stuff out on the front and all of that. So time to time, some debris and all of that will wash away the drainage.
And to prevent that.
At the moment, we have made an assessment to get it removed and all of that, so future reference will try to do other stuff to prevent it from hitting the drain.
All right, true. You spoke about the businesses in the surrounding that is contributing to that aspect.
To the rubbish.
Yes. So what is being done to prevent that?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm aware that the CEO has like similar letters to the businesses, so I'm not really sure how far it is right now in regards to that.
Okay. It's bigger than you.
Yes.
Madam CEO, based on what the officer says about the businesses in the surrounding, in the town, dumping stuff along in the drains and so on, and it is contributing to what took place at the market the other day. Because I have some pictures, I sent that to you. In light of that, don't you think we should have a discussion with the business community in that respect?
I think the first thing that we need to do is to have a dialogue with NSWM, since they are the authority on garbage, to see how best we can work in keeping it on.
The agency to have that discussion with the business community.
I said corporation and SWM.
Oh, okay. So you both. All right. I'm asking for that meeting because whenever that situation arises, I come under pressure. So I would like to see, and also the entire sanitation of the town. You know, sometimes I text Dr. Smith privately about these things. All right. Sometimes he doesn't reply, but thereafter action follows. So. Dr. Smith, I'm going to ask also that you give a hand in this and advice.
All right, thank you very much.
Your Worship and Chairman, esteemed councillors, other stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, pleasant morning. It is in fact a pleasure to be here, meeting with this esteemed group as the new divisional commander for the parish of St. Thomas. And I must tell you that I've been traversing the parish since I've been here, and it is indeed wonderful. The persons are warm and welcoming. We have been engaging our stakeholders because we recognize the value of working with different agencies as we aim to police the parish of St. Thomas. We refer to it as division, the people refer to it as parish. We look at also the developments that are taking place and reviewing our policing strategy to ensure that we can police the parish effectively, ensuring that persons are safe, secure, and reassured. So it is indeed a pleasure to be here. But just to update you on what is happening from the crime situation, we have 18 major crimes reported in the division so far this year, which is a similar figure to that of last year. Importantly, we spend a lot of time and focus on preventing murders. Unfortunately, we have lost 3 lives in the parish so far. Interestingly though, these murders have not been committed in our traditional hotspots. And what we call hotspots in the JCF are areas where we have high frequency of violent crimes. And as a consequence, we have been focusing our resources in some of these problematic places. Seafood being one of them. You might be aware of the history of the problem that seafood give us. There are sections of Morant Bay and of course Bull Bay in the far west of the parish that we are concentrating our resource. So 3 of these murders, as I indicated, they're not in the hotspots, all right, not the traditional hotspots where we're focusing the resources. And as such, we have to be reviewing our strategies as we deal with them. Engaging the citizens is important. Even as recent as yesterday, we had a community meeting in Friendship Pen, which was one of those places that was giving us problem. But incidentally and interestingly, the conversation is more of historic discussion. What used to happen? And I say, okay, that sounds good. That is what we want across St. Thomas, because we have a mission as it relates to preventing crime and clearing them up. And we are working assiduously to ensure that the parish of St. Thomas being the envy of others across Jamaica, especially in light of the developments that are taking place. And we are also paying attention to the road network. We want to control our corridors, control our gateways, because with this kind of road development, it provides opportunity for itinerant criminals to be coming in and out of the parish. So we're paying some attention to that. One other thing that is giving us some problem to break-ins. We have 5 break-ins so far this year, comparing to the same figure for last year. So we're paying some attention to that. And we have been having discussion with some of the persons who are so impacted. Albion, for example, Yalas, we had community meeting there and some persons explain the challenges that they're having. We're also focusing on our senior citizens, having some discussion with them about ways in which they can harden, we call it target hardening, all right? Because when we have persons who are targeted, we focus on making it more challenging for criminals to prey on them. Because when there are opportunities for crime to be committed in a public space, it is more challenging as opposed to when there's an individual who can have some target hardening. For example, you invest in security equipment such as CCTV, those kind of things that can make your premises a little bit more secure. Cars that are being stolen, for example, we encourage persons to invest a little more in securing their cars. You spend a couple of $1 million to buy a vehicle, you can invest in some security around it, tracking, for example, another $20,000 to $50,000 can help to secure that property. And one of the things that we have been paying attention to right across the constabulary, not just St. Thomas, some of these vehicles that are stolen are part of the organized crime network. And as such, we have been paying some attention to that. So in a significant way, we're working with all our stakeholders to make the parish better. I must also share with you that we have increased our operational activities, and we tell the criminals, do not challenge the police when they come for you. Surrender and bring your guns. We have had 2 incidents where they decide that they're going to challenge the security force, and unfortunately we lost 2 lives, 2 fatal shootings as a consequence. 2 firearms have been taken off the street so far, and 29 rounds of illegal ammunition. All right, so we are reviewing our strategies, and I'm getting the support from the citizens. Importantly, we understand the perception of mistrust. We are working on that. The JCF has come a far way as it relates to community police relations, and we have seen the improvement, and my community safety and security department is very much engaged. In fact, when I took command of this division, I told them that the meetings cannot be too many, right? Because I want my citizens to be able to put a face to the name of their commander. I want to build that kind of relationship where the people feel confident and build that trust that they can communicate with us. I share with them that we have the responsibility to enforce the law, but collectively we police St. Thomas, and that is the aim. All right, so the report will be sent in. I did not work with the actual report, but just to share some of these with you. But the report will be sent in later. I'm open for any questions and suggestions. Thank you for the opportunity.
Mentioned that you had a meeting in Friendship Lane.
Yes, sir.
And I also heard you mention about stakeholders, getting them involved. Now, as the elected representative for that space, I believe such a meeting, I should be a part of it.
Yes.
And I didn't get such invitation.
All right.
In previous time, I would be invited, so I don't know if that's different.
Not necessarily a different approach.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
I think I'm a stakeholder in that space.
Because
And
I agree with you, we do have other stakeholders. It may be an oversight on my part, on my team. We do have other stakeholders.
For example, we have persons from the Ministry of Local Government, and we have persons from Ministry of Justice, Restorative Justice Department, and we have NST, our trust as well. So it may be an oversight. I apologize for that. And then we will never have another one without inviting you, sir. All right? And that goes for all the other representatives. Right? Because, we're about partnership, and we know, the influence that you have and how you can help us. So it is good to have you there with us.
Have a view to Albion and that newly built road.
I understand that there are some issues. I will do some research. However, I try to let the public understand. Because they're saying it is not gazetted.
Yeah.
And as such, it may be a challenge to prosecute. But, people are not just to look at the issue of being prosecuted. It's about saving lives. We have 13 fatal accidents in the parish last year, which resulted in 15 deaths. So you're going to speed on the road because it is not gazetted and you crash and die. Not being gazetted is not going to save the life of persons. We want our people to recognize that there must be courtesy in road usage, obeying the traffic, the speed limit that are out there. And not just focus on, I can get away with an offense because it is not gazetted. No, you don't want to be dead right.
About saving lives. Or you don't want to be dead wrong, you're dead anyway. So we'll do some research on it, and I will update you at the next meeting. Thank you.